Fear of missing out, frustration, boredom. It can even be that you're simply looking at too many things on the charts at once. You all know exactly what I'm talking about. The trades when you get into them and the second you've clicked on the mouse to enter the position, you instantly regret it and you know that you've made a mistake. Invariably, those mistakes lead to losses. Now, when you get into those trades, what also happens is that instead of just clicking to come back out again and being annoyed at yourself and taking the small loss, you instead tell yourself things like, I'll just wait until it gets back to break even. I'll just hold it until it gets a little bit of profit and then I won't ever do it again. And what happens instead is you suffer losses, and those losses damage your trading accounts. Now, with trades like that, what is going on? How can you reframe your mind to help stop yourself from taking those trades? And then what can you also do to sort of improve your general outlook on the market, which will also help you avoid taking those trades? So the first thing is, it's obviously a mistake. Now, if you are having these mistakes, if you're just having very, very few of these mistakes, first of all, it happens to everyone. None of us are robots. Frustrations sometimes get to us. Fear of missing out sometimes gets to us. Reading the market a little bit incorrectly because you're really bored and you want a trade, it sometimes gets to us. We all have mistakes. The key thing is, if you want to be a trader, you have to squash those mistakes down so they are very, very infrequent, because those mistakes are not part of your trading plan. So they're additional losses that your trading plan somehow has to compensate for and pull you back into profitability. So the odd mistake is not a real issue. You address the mistake after you've made it, you analyze what you did, you come up with ways to improve in the future. And then what happens is longer periods go past where you don't make mistakes. However, if this is happening to you over and over again, it is a really big issue. In fact, if you look at your trading results, you might actually be a profitable trader if you can get rid of those mistakes. Those mistakes may be the thing that is holding you down. And if that is the case, you need to get out of your own way, because you are self-sabotaging. Now, with those trades, through frustration, fear of missing out, boredom, or simply looking at too many things at once, one of the things that you can do to help is you can reframe how you're looking at what you're doing in your mind. So right now, you are most likely thinking to yourself, there are two results from trading. I can either win the trade or I can lose the trade. So you've got one positive, one negative. However, there is also a third thing to consider, and it is also a positive, which leaves you with two positive outcomes and one negative. Now, the second positive is that when you are not trading, your account remains the same. So if you've been trading for any length of time, if you've watched any of my videos, I go over it all of the time. Protect your trading capital. If you don't have trading capital, you cannot trade. Every loss that you have that damages your trading capital is something that you then need to make back again to get yourself into profitability. So when you're not trading, when you're sitting down at the charts and you're looking at the screens and you're thinking to yourself, I've been doing this for a few hours now and there's been no good setups. Maybe I should just take this one. It's not perfect, but I really should be doing something. I don't want to miss this win. I need to make some money. How can I call this work if I've not done anything? You need to understand that when you're not doing anything, that is one of the positive aspects of trading, because you're protecting your trading account. You're holding off and you're waiting for the perfect setup, which gives you the high probability of winning and which follows the outlines of your trading plan, which will allow you to be profitable overall. If you can start to think like that, it makes it a lot easier not to trade, because by not trading, you're actually benefiting yourself as a trader. Now that might sound counterintuitive, but it's exactly how it works. We're not looking for 10 trades a day. We're not looking for a certain number of points per day or a certain amount of money per day. We're looking for the trades that fit our trading plan. That's it. When they come along, that's when you're ready to risk your money. When they don't come along, you should just be sitting on your hands. And you should understand in yourself that what you're doing is positive. It's helping you as a trader. Now, another thing with that is that, especially if you're a price action trader, it becomes very easy to convince yourself to take a poor trade because there's so many things going on. You've got your support and resistance levels. When the market gets there, you can start looking at entry candles. You can start looking at price action patterns, head and shoulders, double tops, price squeezes. You can start looking at Elliott wave, Fibonacci. You can get out your Bollinger Bands. You can get out your moving averages. At any time, when the market is testing one of your levels, you can find a reason to get into the market. And it's because you're looking at too many things at once. You need to refine it down. You need to know exactly what it is that you're looking for. And by doing that, first of all, you now know that it is a positive thing to not trade because you are also helping yourself. You're not damaging your trading account. And by refining it down, it's helping you only pick out the very solid setups. If you don't really know what you're looking for and you're just looking for anything, it's very likely you're going to make mistakes because you're bored and you're frustrated and you don't want to miss out on another big movement. So you talk yourself into taking a trade. Now, what I'm actually going to do with that point is, in next week's video, I'm going to go over some sort of homework that you can do over the Christmas period. It's exactly the same as what I'm going to give to my Zone Trader students, and I'm hoping some of them are going to do it, and it's going to help them refine what it is they're looking for so that they can avoid making mistakes. And it will help them only take the high probability setups by first of all determining what those setups are. So for this video, all I'm trying to get across to you guys is that if you are suffering from getting into trades that are mistakes and they are causing you unnecessary losses, and they're even worse than that, they're causing you emotional pain. They're causing you to go into those ruts. They're causing you to go into those ruts which then expand out into more mistakes. If that is the case, you need to reframe it in your mind and understand that once you get into the trade, you're in the trade. If it's a poor trade, very likely, or over the long term, it's very likely going to end up in negative. But by staying out of the market and waiting, you are also doing something positive as a trader. You're protecting your trading account. Okay guys, so as always, I hope that was helpful. I hope you all have a good trading week. I'm James Orr and thank you.